And welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, and we are going to be doing the final part of the Road to Platinum journey with Hufflepuff. So this is going to be something that most people can actually do if they choose to do it, and that is to essentially play through all the houses. So there are some YouTubers out there who have done some things about choose your house wisely and which one to do, purely because of the different elements of how you get to Jackdaw's tomb. But one of the great things that I have found with the developers have done is they encourage you to do all the houses in order to get the Platinum Trophy. So you get to at least experience all of those different ways to see different aspects of the actual Jackdaw's tomb. So at the moment we are in the common room, and I will give you just a rough idea of where I've got to. So if we just go to here, I've done everything this morning up to the point of potions class. I do want to do the Professor Hecat's assignment. No, it's not essential if you're doing this for the Platinum Trophy. But of course, if you're doing a full playthrough, it will be, because it has to progress your story, mainly your main story quest, as well as some of the companions quests as well. So while this is actually playing, the Ghost of Tsushima is actually downloading as well, and I'm hoping to look at that possibly starting either tonight or tomorrow, depending on what time or how things go with this. But of course, I haven't forgotten the fact that I do want to do an actual evil playthrough. So we will be doing that. I haven't decided though whether I will do it with Ravenclaw or another house just yet. Not the fact that Sebastian is just sitting there not studying. Don't think his professor parents would have been too chuffed.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Most certainly we did, Professor.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Right, okay, so...
Expelliarmus, you seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Right, okay, so... It's just a case of going to the potions class now. And hopefully the next part of what we have to do so I've been trying to decide how basically I'm going to play it.
Completely incompetent, which he is.
Hello, ourself.
Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
That's interesting. I've never heard that comment made before.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Right.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I do like the way they make it so that on the joystick, one slight juggle could upset that.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Well, I think most
My
people...
parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Unless you have a good reason for yours not being great. And you know what? You only have to ask and I would give you one of mine. See, look, Pop is here and you don't get to interact with her whatsoever.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
I like Samantha.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Okay, all right.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be
I'm not surprised.
everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Right. Normally I would say no to him, but I'm going to do it purely because Hufflepuffs are meant to be loyal, and especially to their friends. So I'm going to do it this time for him, only because I know that we don't lose any house points.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
The one thing about this is that when you go through to pretending where you're Professor Black for the third trial, you can actually speak to Gareth, and there's two choices. You can either say to him that he's doing a good job and he can, you know, he should bring his wassets to you. That's if you haven't at that point done the side quest where he asks you to go to Honeydukes, or if you do the side quest with Honeydukes, you can then tell him off for that.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
You're spilling your Wiggenweld potion on the side.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Right, okay, well we can start.
Didn't eat or crush it. The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Right, so Edurus potion.
And
Right.
now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Right, okay. Let's go and get told off now for his...
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson.
Yes.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Right.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
See what Meld has
Don't
to
fret
say.
if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Thank you.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
You can use Scourgify, you know.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Right, okay, so we've now got that quest. So this is where we're going to get to go to Azkaban. I do hope that in the sequel, if they do it, everybody gets a chance to go to Azkaban. Although, as I say at the beginning of this, if you do the Platinum Trophy, then obviously you'll get the experience to do this as well. I wonder if he's...
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I wonder if that's who Professor Binns thinks our characters when he do the History of Magic side quest.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Okay. I might have to just stop off and perhaps clear out. Actually, I don't think I need to. There'll be a vendor there anyway, so I can clear out whatever I don't need there. Right, so we are going off to Azkaban, it seems. Did I just clear this out? Oh, no I didn't. So let's go to world map first. Of course it happens to be in a point where we haven't been yet, so we're going to have to go to Hogsmeade first. Oh, we haven't activated that flue flame. Not that it matters anyway, because this is just for the Platinum Trophy.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, of course I forgot we don't have a broom. So I'm going to have to go by foot anyway. Oh. Right, what is our best plan here? Okay, so I seem to be going along the right path. So basically we're following it down here. Okay, that's fine. Alright, there's two enemies, or some enemies here apparently.
Revelio.
Reminds me of the time I did.
Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest until you're.
Accio.
You
Too
say?
late for you. Revelio. Revelio.
It seems to me like they were building that giant thing even before. Now, something I think.
These rocks have seen better days. Incendio.
Right, so I think we've got to go up there first.
That wasn't so difficult.
Now, I'm not quite sure at this point why you don't find out. Oh, we've got to go down that way. Oh look, there's a vendor over there. Let me just put this hat on. So that one... Oof. I'll have to hide that, I'm not...
Hello.
Hello.
Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need.
Right, well he does actually have some Chinese chomping cabbages.
Thank you for your patronage. I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
Right, okay, so let's get back on track to Helen Thistlewood.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day.
Incendio. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
Again, there's another one of those enormous digger things. Right, okay, let's get to Helen Thistlewood. How's it here? There's one of those... Somewhere around here is one of the special maze thing.
Revelio.
do like doing that. Right, guessing it wasn't there then. Oh, it's over there. Right, so these are apparently meant to be kind of a homage to the Maze and the Prisoner of, no, the Goblet of Fire. Right, now the first time I did this in my direct playthrough of Ravenclaw, I got this right. Ooh, an even better hat. Well, looks more like I'm going for the image of Gandalf the Grey. Now, if I remember rightly, this is where
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned.
Side quest.
Helen lives around here somewhere.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
So this is how you get the Quest of Love.
Doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. Simply at my wit's end.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home. Thank you.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio.
Now there is a specific way you need to do this. Oh, actually, I remember. I think there was a ladder inside. I was trying to get up there via the broom in my Ravenclaw one, and then I discovered there was a ladder. Right, so I should probably... I thought there was a field guide out there somewhere. Right. Gear, that's what I came in to do. Ooh. You know what? Seeing as we seem to be doing a quest for I think we're on adventure. Let's wear some adventure outfits. might actually just check and see if there's an appearance version of this though. Yep, let's stick with the appearance version. Right, so let me just quickly go and speak to Mrs. Sprottle. Because this relates to both, what's the name, Beaumont and...
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself.
Right.
Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
So Bardolph is actually...
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh look, there's a can we get into... Oh, brilliant. I think this is a wand. Yep, it's a wand handle. A colour that will fit perfectly. Sure, she won't mind me just eating a few of her. Whoa. How do I get down there?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Oh, I'm guessing it's this way then.
Incendio.
Wow, just turned a mongrel into a sheep. This, of course, would have been far easier if I'd had my broom,
Across the
but...
river near the forest. I must be on the right track. Accio! Incendio!
Not bothered about a spider. So it says there's some enemies up here somewhere.
Accio. Incendio. Protection.
You're slippery.
Your poaching days are over.
Right, so this was kind of interconnected anyway.
This looks intriguing.
Accio. Incendio. Protection. Stupefy. Stupefy. Incendio. Incendio. Stupefy. 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 Incendio. Stupefy. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio.
Oh, so where's the one I bowled off? I'm guessing that's him in there.
Incendio. Accio.
I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Yeah, but then maybe
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
so I found the other because
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
this is one of two though, so
Revelio.
collections. Bardolph Beaumont's diary entry 1 of 1. Beaumont's entry 2 of 2. Right, okay, so that I did get both. Right, so I'm going to do these first because I can speak to her about both at the same time anyway. I need to get that as well. Right, so I don't need to get that.
less human to worry about.
These ones I did earlier.
Such arrogance. How nice of you to stop.
Do I? It's not me that's sleeping though, is it? It's him.
Who do you think you are?
Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Accio. Incendio. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
One camp down, one more to go.
Oh.
Revelio.
So these were part of a quest. So I shouldn't have actually done these till
An intruder!
Well, this might be the best meal I've had in years.
Aha! No, that's embarrassing.
You such arrogance. Regret coming here. Such arrogance.
Expelliarmus. Ridigo. Stupid. Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Stupid. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
No!
Protego. Accio. Incendio.
Okay.
Both camps cleared. Madam Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Yeah, she won't be too chuffed about hearing about her brother though. No, I'm not going to bother with the scarf, and if I'm going to be honest. Right. Okay, so map back to up at Hogsfield, and then we better go and speak to Helen Thistlewood and get the trip to Azkaban done.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you. Sincerely.
I need to tell her about her brother as well.
I hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph.
See how quick she got over his death.
Bardolph. My dear, dear brother.
Well, I suppose technically she didn't, but I've given you gold.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye, would you?
Come now, don't be stingy.
I've given you money, I should say. Oh, did we get another wand? Ooh, I like that better than the other one, so I'm sticking with that. Right, okay, so let's... Prisoner of Love. Right, so I believe we've given the stuff of Bardolph's to her. Right, so
New instruments are expensive, you know.
yeah, you're getting in my way. Right. How do we get into it? Oh.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madame Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine.
She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Yeah, why does that not surprise me?
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
But even if we do, what difference would that make to her?
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Whoa.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Mind your step.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know of.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
All around me darkness. My only friend, my only hope.
Okay.
The school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Ellen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
I think she's past letting out of Azkaban, even if she is found to be innocent.
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Right, so, where exactly is it telling me to go? Right, well, let's get that on the way, we might as well.
Revelio.
Right.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Oh.
I should investigate. Revelio. This must be the place Anne told me about. Revelio. No one's been here for ages.
Interesting.
Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. That's done something. Revelio. Accio.
Kind of gives it away because it kind of tells you what they are even if you don't use Revelio.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? Revelio.
Well done, you solved my puzzle. I know you were a kindred spirit.
A note
Right.
from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? Accio! Accio!
I don't know, I need to just blast that.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Let me guess, we'll now meet Jackdaw.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best of her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
I'll tell him the truth.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Right, so it's telling me there's
This place is... Revelio! This looks intriguing.
Right, I don't need to go in, it's already been here. I wonder if I can speak to Helen again. See if he's actually spoken to her and exonerated Anne. Excuse me. Mind you, I do want to go back into her place anyway to see if I can get the rest of these. What's this? I know that she has a brother. So let me see if I can speak to was it here that she lived? Oh, well, she's there. Can we speak to her? Oh, look, she's got a house elf. So that's the brother I was talking about. So it's a shame you can't speak to her, because it'd be nice to know then if she, unless of course you can come back afterwards. So this is where I spoke to Dorothy Sprottle.
Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Are expensive, you know.
Right, let's sell my stuff to her.
You? The good you've done on behalf of the Upper Hogsfield residents. I thank you.
Yeah, can I Sarah? Is it because I'm in the middle of let me just oh, I just noticed that she's got a dragon's head. So she doesn't think that he's dead at this point. She's obviously convinced herself otherwise. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to go to Hogsmeade. I don't know why I haven't. I need to do that. Right, I keep saying I'm going to do it, so let's just do it. See, look, he's here now.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh. Oh, well, never mind. Gonna make any difference.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Right, so world map. Seems to me Richard was playing
Lumos. Enchanted candles. Wonder where they're heading.
Was playing both Apollonia Blackhand and
The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
well, we're going here anyway to meet Richard Jackdaw, so
The treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic and treasure hunting suits me.
right.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Oh, it's just some ash winders.
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Oh, where are you then? Oh, is this the spider's place? Here we go.
Here I am, as good as my word.
So I think you can basically get a picture from all the houses where you meet Richard Jackdaw. Somewhat of a deception. Either on his part or whether it's Apollonia Black's part.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Come on then.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Well, technically Latin stems from Greek, so... If you studied at school a bit harder, you'd know that.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
So I think that's the wrong way I've gone.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Oh.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Accio. Stick them to that. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Accio.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is.
So I'm getting nearer to that point of getting the platinum trophy now.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio.
No, don't jump right at it.
I'm not gonna touch those.
Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio.
Okay, so
Revelio.
put it on, but I'm going to have to hide it, I think. Right, what did we get? I kind of like that, to be honest.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. If I could summon that platform to me, I could likely get on it. Accio!
Sage embellished gloves, huh? Oh, wrong thing.
Potato.
Gee, I don't mind wearing those. They look quite cool with that outfit. Right, to answer your question, if you're still here, Mario and Luigi Brothers, first and foremost, I would have to look into the game. But I ain't going to just randomly start playing a game for just one sub and nobody else is going to enjoy. But I will look into it.
Incendio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Starting to
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Remarkable.
It was kind of weird that I'm getting so close to my first ever platinum trophy in any game.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot.
Right, okay, so seem to have got some better gloves. Oh. But I'm going to change them to Sage's one if I've got them. Purely because I prefer those.
Sign of him. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio.
Right, so I don't know if I mentioned in my previous stream, but my mum did happen to like her avatar of her.
Incendio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Incendio. Incendio!
All right.
Accio! Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Expelliarmus! That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Accio! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Stupefy! Revelio!
I want to keep that ancient magic for when I face the bigger spiders.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Oop, well, I've got those both at the same time.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but...
Right, don't mind those too much. I mean, I could technically leave them on. Apparently, if you wear this in front of Sir Cadogan, it's meant to he's meant to make some comments. Something I might just try before I end the stream. So that hat is, well, the fedora, I think, is meant to be a nod to Jude Law's version of Albus Dumbledore. It actually quite looks good with this outfit. Alright.
Accio! That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Right, I'll be back in just a moment. Just bear with me. Right, sorry about that.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Stupid one. Incendiary. Stupid one. Accio.
Oh.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
It's weird, I actually look better wearing this fedora in this than I actually do in real life. Right, so,
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
okay. We're getting that step closer now to that platinum trophy.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Right, so I'm going to just quickly load those gloves on. I'll put the sage ones back on there.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Accio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus with so many brutes.
That was lucky.
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. 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 Incendio.
I think you should kind of get used to
Some nerving. What's happening?
the gameplay and the mechanics of what you're doing. You tend to.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Nothing else here before I know to listen. I don't know what.
Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
And there we go. The Aura's Apprentice. Trophy earned. Triumph. Trophy Triumph. Platinum. Trophy earned. New milestone reached. Trophy level up. Well, my first ever platinum trophy. I cannot say that right, well, so I've just got the platinum trophy. I am absolutely thrilled, to say the least. It's my first ever platinum trophy in any game, and I think it will be something I will probably share on Twitter with the devs.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
I may continue this one as a playthrough off it, but I still want to do an evil mode or evil version, which I might actually just make up my own backstories to it as well.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Elf-made ivory gloves. Interesting. I've never actually seen those. I wonder if I've got them in here. Wow.
Revelio.
The banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Right, we're going to start getting the unidentified outfits now, due to seems to be a similar portrait to Merlin. I mean, I know that in Hogwarts Legacy that is not. I mean, Hogwarts mystery that is. Alright, so this takes us into History of Magic. Speaking of Merlin.
Revelio.
Stand over here, I'll get a better view of it. I like the fact that they've got the two guard thing there standing next to it, but I'm guessing that's meant to be King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I don't know, it says 1289 there, so it can't be. So WC 1289, I wonder what that means. Let me make a note of that because I want to see exactly what that was. Is there a date over here? Oh, that's just for founders. It's interesting. So you've got the 4 founders, then Merlin, and then whatever that represents in 1289. Oh, so that was when they had the International Warlock Convention of 1289. It's when the European Wizards Assembly came together. Wow. Okay, yes, that makes sense because there's all wizards there. Wow. See, if you look to those better, I probably would have found that out. Right, okay, so one thing I haven't done is seen the Fat Friar in Right, okay, so I want to just quickly do something. I'll put the what's it all in front of Cadogan just to see if he makes a reaction. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Right, so this is just because somebody said if you stand in front of him with this on, he's supposed to make a comment.
Fear not, my young comrades in arms, for I am of stout heart and will not perish easily in battle.
Okay. So that's all he says. But he does acknowledge that you're wearing it. And look at the smile on his face as well. Seems to be quite pleased. He was quite younger there than I think he did in the actual movies. So I wonder if he says anything when you take it off then. So I want to put the fedora back on. Oh, I've got to take this off, haven't I? Nope, doesn't say anything. Right, so one thing I wanted to just quickly do as well before I end the stream is just go to Upper Hogsfield and see if we can speak to Helen Thistlewood now. See if she says anything about what happens to Anne. Because it would be kind of nice. No, she doesn't say a thing. Not even he says anything either. Oh well. It's a shame.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Tips in the hat, if you please.
Well, I've already given you my tip, to be honest.
The good you've done on behalf of the Upper Hogsfield residents, I thank you.
Right, okay, so there's nothing more to be said here until we have to come back and I have to come back and speak to Dorothy Sprottle on behalf of Serona. I think he's getting a little tad too greedy. I can actually go in there. Right, okay, well, I'm chuffed. I got the platinum trophy. And I probably might just make a quick video about it. And that once this is completely uploaded properly. And I don't know at which point I need to cut from to do it. Thank you very much for watching this playthrough. I probably will continue the playthrough possibly of my mum. It's something mum's one. It's something I'd rather ask that she's happy with me to do that. And also I think I will probably continue this one outside of but I do intend to go down the dark path one. So although I did like in the other one, I'd only use the evil stuff for if necessary, the Ravenclaw one, I want to kind of go along with like an actual evil wizard. So at this point I'm not sure which house I'm going to play that in. I might actually go with Ravenclaw possibly, but then I do have the option to do the Hufflepuff one as well, because Hufflepuff is yet to be produce a dark wizard or witch as far as I'm aware. Anyway, aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully the Ghost of Tsushima has finished downloading and that will be coming soon. Obviously next week we will also have Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Hopefully I will get that on the 25th because I've actually ordered the disc. So I actually work for a retail company where I can get it, and I can get it at a discount. So it'll be coming as a disc rather than a digital download. as you can imagine, there's some the current point of what's happening cost of living wise in some countries at the moment is affecting me being able to buy directly from
Revelio.
as I would like to.
I should investigate.
Well, what are you investigating? Oh, it's that Dorothy Sprottle. Hello. Right, yes, so anyway, I think I need... Yeah, this is the lock one. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll get this sorted soon. Hopefully I will try and get the updated Hogwarts mystery storyline uploaded soon. I'm still going through it, but they've got this new thing on there where you have to play through the actual the lessons and things like that first before you get to the final parts of that. In some ways they are integrated into the actual storyline, but I don't actually video those parts to integrate it with, because it's just the lessons you're doing. I don't know how much longer I'm going to continue playing the Hogwarts mystery, though. I'm kind of getting a bit fed up with it, to be honest, at the moment. They seem to be dragging it out way too long. Year 7, it's been going for nearly 2 years now, I believe. And quite frankly, you know, I'd rather just get to the point where we just leave Hogwarts in that game and either move on to something new and within it, where we stay part of Hogwarts somehow. But if it doesn't work out that way, then I should just quit playing the Hogwarts mystery, and I will just tell them, you know, I mean, I've already said to them in a survey that I did that, you know, I'm getting bored of it now. You know, you need to speed this up a bit more. Would prefer more storylines than keep constantly doing this stupid. I mean, I don't have an issue doing the side quests once a month because it's only 1 week, but doing all these like, oh, you know, let's learn this, that, and the other, and all that kind of stuff. But you know, I'm just one voice in a bigger picture of to how they deal with that survey and what they take from it. So what I might do is I might try and find a way if there's a way to dress up as Dumbledore in this, because you get the fedora. So I do kind of like this outfit, and I've got some elf-made gloves on. But yes, so anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these playthroughs for the which has led to my very first platinum trophy ever I've got. And as I say, Ghost of Tsushima is downloading at the moment, which should be coming soon. We've also got Star Wars Jedi Survivor as well coming again. You know, I'm just repeating myself here, which, as I say, I hope I should get on the 25th, delivered on the 25th, as long as EA has actually informed all the outlets about that. Otherwise, something tells me I'm going to end up getting it on the 28th, which is more or less what happened with something else ordered. But thank you very much again for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Until then, goodbye for now, and happy gaming.